Okay, Black Rogue. Let's let Black Rogue, our man Black Rogue, get us rolling here. Says UAB isn't there yet. They are good, but I feel Miami is enough on defense to shut down the run. Lean Miami under 55. All right. And big point that Sean Alex is making. Tim Kelly calling the plays this year, not O'Brien. Remember anything, Jeff, that Chris Jones didn't play the last 2 times they met? Okay, Jason Lowry. Let's move on to NCAA football. Says I help oversee Kane's production meetings and work football camps with the team. They're pumped. Wow, Jason. What an exciting thing to have Jason with us, rolling with us. And catered to Chef by Chef Jeff says Texas DBs are soft. A. Haley, I was interested in UAB plus 14, but let's break it down together and let's talk. Jared Trader already on UAB plus 14. That was my thinking too. We know that they're pumped, but my thinking was the exact same. They're going to need some time for their offense to gel. And George Wood, UAB, much better coach. Glenn Elliott, man, Miami team total with Derek King. Okay, let's talk about it. So Derek King transferring from Houston to Miami. We talked about what he did in 2018. He sets a record in the AAC. 50 touchdowns, 36 through the air, 14 on the ground. But you have a new quarterback. You have a new offensive coordinator in Rhett Lashley. So he's come in. Then you have a new offensive line coach in Garen Justice. And that offensive line was awful last year. So I understand the need for a new offensive line coach. The Hurricanes were bad last year. 6-7. They lose their final 3 games, 2 against Conference USA teams. Florida International and Louisiana Tech. And Manny Diaz looked terrible last year. They lose DJ Dallas, their leading rusher, KJ Osborne, their leading receiver. Brevin Jordan returns. He could go in the first round next year. And Cameron Harris rushed for 576 yards last year. He's going to be very good. Black Rogue says Hurricanes didn't have a quarterback. And they didn't. No doubt about that. A. Haley says on the Miami side, the OC in Miami is running a completely new scheme. Will take time to adjust. Now, catered to you by Chef Jeff talking about Central Arkansas. There's Ari Miller. Great to see you, Ari. Thank you for joining us. Focus on your bets. Corey Simmons on the over 55. Okay. So let's talk about that catered to you by Chef Jeff. Well, let's get there. Okay. So their offense is going to be good still. Miami. You got Harley, D. Wiggins. They're going to be good. Let's talk about UAB. So we talked about it last week. They win Conference USA's Western Division. They get killed by FAU in the championship game. And they didn't look great in the New Orleans Bowl, losing 31-17. They were in the lead in that game. So we start with their defense. Finished top 10 nationally defensive metrics each of the past 2 years. 8th in pass defense, 11th in sacks, 14th in tackles for loss. 8th nationally in both total defense and passing defense. 9th in the country in yards allowed per play. And they return almost everybody. Bronte Harris, their cornerback, is going to have a lot of work to do in this game, but he's very good. He missed last season with foot injury. Jordan Smith comes back, one of the top rushers in the nation. So you read the 45-35 win over Central Arkansas, but it wasn't as bad as it looked. Central Arkansas's touchdown came on a fumble recovery, and their final 2 touchdowns where the UAB was up 45-21. They brought in the reserves, and Central Arkansas put up a couple late touchdowns. Okay. So Chris Moll was the Conference USA Defensive Player of the Year. He's back. Everybody's back. Big Franco says those Central Arkansas scores were cheap. Glenn and Man says finding player props on Derek King can't seem disappointing tonight. And then if you go to offense, Spencer Brown, Sammy Watkins, brother. Running back, wide receiver duo strong. Brown rushed for 127 against Central Arkansas easily. Watkins caught 7 passes for 72 yards against Central Arkansas. And Tyler Johnston threw another pick. It's just his Achilles heel. He just throws picks. Brightware, I'll go over it in a second here. John Garcia is on UAB money line. Wow. Smith Legacy says, yeah, UAB may be overrated. Miami always has great athletes and speed. Now if the real quarterback could get ugly. I think that's possible, Bertie. I think it's possible people see the 45-35 score to Central Arkansas that weren't watching the game. Black Rogue, I get it. Miami Hurricanes are going to be very good this year. Are they going to be very good this year now, here? SoCal Reseller says, any stock in UAB already playing game? I think there has to be. A. Hilly says that O-line was so bad last year, and I don't see it as a strength this year, especially in game 1. A. Hilly says UAB has continuity, experience, and an edge of coaching. Defense is one of the better group of 5s. The more we talk about it and break it down, I think UAB can be in this game and stay in this game. I think the Hurricanes are going to be very good. Are they going to be very good week 1? No doubt, Smith. No doubt. Central Arkansas versus you, no comparison, talent, athletic ability. No comparison. Big Franco says, no, Jimmy, don't do it. Black Rogue agrees the UAB advantage continuity. Top set, Miami team total over. First half team total over. Our man Top set Elio is out there in Miami. Captain 24/7's on the over. King Art says, when's the last time UAB beat an ACC team? Look, you don't need to beat them outright. Katie by Chef Jeff says, if UAB is a pick, why not take the over as well? Because if UAB covers, this could go under. Wow, John Garcia says UAB has a spread posted in the locker room. I saw the picture. Wow. Tata Booker. Oh, Tata, we have missed you so much. Look at this. Tata Booker in the house. Oh, man. Inspired. Tata Booker rolling with us. Been too long. So sweet. Mitch Bruner says, never trust Miami. Tata, what moves are you making on today's card? I'd love to hear what you're on. Hey, Haley, my biggest concern on Miami on the season is Manny Diaz. Okay. I am going to pull the trigger here. I'll let Miami prove me wrong, which they can easily do. I need the 14. I'm going to be on UAB plus 14. UAB plus 14. In. Locked in. Topset says Manny's going to open up the offense with his new coordinator. And Tata being eaten off the Stars. I like it. I do want to fade your Dallas Stars tonight, though. Except the other day, says Tata. I hear you. Hey, they've looked good. Yes, you can, John Garcia. Yes, you can. There's Paco Healy ready to get to work. George Wood, I don't think the public is going to stay on UAB. Okay, there we go. There's NFL and NCAA football. There we go. UAB plus 14. And I wonder. Joseph Gomez says UAB 0-3 against spread when playing top 30 schools. Tata Booker saying, no, Jimmy, they got this. I wonder if that under is in play. And FanDuel is sitting at plus 14.5 right now. That is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And NCAA football, my unit size is going to be small. I'm just going to bet $100 on this game, so it's not like I'm going to have a ton invested. It's going to be small. I like it, Robert. I like it. And Dennis Garcia says, "Don't think UAB is competing in a shootout." No, if this game is way over, then Miami's going to cover easily. Yes, we did. We did. Sorry, my man. Yeah, we went MLB, NFL, NCAA. Let's get into NBA right now. Okay, let's go. And Black Rogue saying King might be player of the year in ACC. And Kanaska, I like in the under. Chris McCombie saying King is the real deal. All right.